Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is in response to an email I received. I'm going to call this Future Author. And the email reads as this. Hi Duane, thank you for your channel. It's been very helpful for me during this extremely difficult time. I'm currently divorcing my narc husband. One question I have is, do you know if your ex knows about your channel and or watches it? I'm wondering if speaking out on narcissism, etc. has caused any backlash for you personally. I have a future hope of one day writing a fictional book based on my experiences, which has completely destroyed my life, but I'm concerned about the narc abuse flaring up as a result of exposing his behaviors. I know you've advised people to remain anonymous when even commenting on videos, and I think that's a very, very good advice. Less knowledge they have of you means less fuel, but I'm wondering what your experience has been by exposing your narc. Please do not use my name in the video. I've only been out 3 months and live in fear of his retaliation while we're working on the custody details. Thanks in advance. Okay, so first thing I want to just hit, and I've talked about this a lot, but I do get this question rather common or rather recurringly, is does the ex know about the channel? As far as I know, she does not know about the channel. I have not heard anything about her knowing, but here's the thing. I do not go out of my way to expose her. And I don't go out of my way to basically publicize who I really am in real life for people to know, to be able to search, me and find this. I don't attach it to my personal Facebook page. I keep it pretty much anonymous. I don't use her name. I don't use the kids' names unless I make a mistake. It's not about exposing her. This whole purpose of this whole channel has always been about finding people who are going through the same thing, feeling in that same mode that I felt, and trying to give them a lifeline through this. That's what this is about, because I remember how I felt way back when this was just destroying me and feeling like I didn't have a lifeline. So that's what my focus on this is about, and that's, as far as I know, she doesn't know. I'm sure someday she will figure it out, and there will be a consequence to pay on that when that time comes. Okay, so anyways, you're concerned about the narc abuse flaring up. Yes, when they find out, it is going to be a mess. And Future Author, with you talking about only being 3 months at this, there's nothing wrong with thinking in the future, way in the future, once your custody's over, once you've emotionally healed, once you're in a better position to make this into a story or make this into something that you can use, absolutely, that you're fine. You could even write about it now in your own private documents, and for your own future notes to like outline what you want to do. I think that's okay too. If you want to make little videos that you save that you don't publish, that's fine too. At your stage at this, you're still in the middle of a court battle. You're still 3 months out. You're really early in this. I would not recommend doing anything about basically highlighting your ex or identifying them or exposing them, because it will do nothing positive for you. And I've talked about this before, but if you are basically going down that road while you're sitting there trying to do custody, there's a really good chance that they will use that against you to say that you're being the narc and that you are trying to alienate the children from them. To be perfectly honest, my kids are older, right? I mean, I have one that's 19, the other one is turning 18 in well, we're not in January yet, in February, is getting ready to graduate high school. I'd have one child left. Could that potentially cause a problem? Yes, it could. It's a risk. It's a risk I'm taking, but I feel to put out this lifeline for people is worth the risk. Hopefully I don't ever regret it, but that's just me on this. Okay, so on the advice on anonymity, just to clarify, I only say that because there's been a few times on the channel where someone will ask something during a live stream and then they freak out because their name's in it and they want me to delete the whole video, and it's really problematic. That's why I start the videos out, especially the live streams, talking about that, because I know people, especially in the 3 month stage, are really worried about that. They are really paranoid. They're really living in this constant state of fear, like as what you mentioned in your email. And keeping an anonymity gives you some sense of protection on that, so it can help you. I mean, it's I throw it out there just because it can help people. Obviously, I'm being, semi-anonymous, I guess, by my name, but my image is out there, right? I mean, at some point, someone's going to put 2 and 2 together, and the gig will be up, so to speak. But there are people who are very concerned about that, so that is the reason why I say that. Excuse me. All right, so anyways, I want to summarize this, and let me just double check my notes, what I want to check to make sure I cover. Yes, you can absolutely expect blowback when they find out. And even to the side of if you start posting on your Facebook narcissistic abuse recovery memes or anything like that, and that gets back to your suspected narcissistic ex, and they don't know about this stuff, you can rest assured that they are going to start doing searches, figure it out, and then immediately start using the terms against you. They will start saying that you are the covert narcissist, that you are smearing them because you're posting narcissistic abuse things. So you're obviously smearing them, and that then they'll more than likely turn into a parental alienation accusation that you are trying to smear them with the kids, saying that they have a mental disorder and you're playing therapist and all those different things. You got to just be careful about it. Early stages of this, it's not worth it. I get how people want to. And honestly, at the beginning stages of my situation, I thought maybe at some point I will be able to turn this into something positive. I thought maybe a book was what I was thinking. I never in a million years thought I would be doing YouTube videos, but hey, this is where I'm at. This is where it went, and that's where I felt that it's been the best way to do that. So I think the idea of trying to take your situation and turn it into something positive is awesome. And however you choose to do that is great. If you decide to do like I did, a YouTube channel, that's great. If you decide to take your story and make it into a fictional story, that's great too. Anything that you can do that turns this cataclysmic event in your life into a positive, I think is really good. I mean, one of the comments you had said early on is this experience has completely destroyed your life. It feels that way right now. It's not your forever. I felt the exact same way. I mean, it felt pretty damn dark for a really long time. You know, at the 3-month part, I was just confused. At the 2-year mark, I was circling the toilet bowl, and this stuff was completely consuming me. I just couldn't break free from it. I felt completely trapped, and it was devastating. So anything that anybody can do to turn it into a positive is a really, really great thing. Now, that's one of the last things I did want to hit. Is it really took me about 4 years to get to the point where I felt comfortable and I felt that doing this channel was the right thing to do. I could have my time frame off, so maybe it was 3 years. But bottom line is I didn't even start this until I felt that I was in a better position to do it. Even at that time, I was actually still doing some therapy stuff. So, it's funny because at that period of time, I was pushing the therapy off to where, we would see each other. I would see my therapist once a month, and then it got to like once every other month, and it just got to the point where the therapist is like, "Do you really want to schedule another appointment? I mean, there's really nothing else for us to work on." And even what I'm saying is that I've even vetted this channel with her, talked to my therapist about it, wanted to make sure that it didn't, that there wasn't any not conflict, but just kind of a sanity check to make sure it's okay. So, bottom line is, keep your knowledge to yourself. Do not tell your ex. Don't identify who they are. Don't tell them, I know what you are. Don't do that. It's counterproductive. Let them live in their fog. Let them live in their illusion thing. Take your knowledge, use it for you to help you. A future author, I would start making notes on how you want, take how you're feeling so you can capture that in your book, which is probably what you're wanting to do, and turn that into a story, capture that now, but give yourself time to heal from this, to deal with this whole scenario before you start doing that. And you know what? Whenever you go to publish it, unless you really want to use your name, use a pen name. I've actually thought about that if I write a book, do I use my real name or do I use a pseudonym? I haven't decided yet because I haven't written a book yet. So on that, I hope that answers your question. If anybody else has any comments or concerns on this, please leave it in the comments below. If you find this channel helpful, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification, which you can also do. You can click my face whenever the end card's up. If you want to ask a question, you can email me at Duane@dadsurvivingdivorce.com. And on that, I will chat with you on the next video. Take care.